real business owners.
To Austin's point, like not judging one piece of content, maybe you did post it at the wrong time. You know, maybe you need to try a 9 o'clock post. Maybe you need to try a 12 o'clock post. And then an evening post, like at 5 o'clock or something like that.
Or maybe you just suck.
Right?
Yeah, or maybe it's just bad.
Yeah,
and
it
that's
could be.
okay.
And that's okay.
Social media is a discipline, and the more that you do it, the better you're going to get.
Well,
at
if you look at any of our initial pieces of content, it wasn't the best in the whole
They're
world.
Definitely not up to the standard we're at now.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But it was a start. It was something. We were moving in a direction that we wanted to move in. And again, not having an expectation that it's just going to blow up overnight. You know, people want to go viral or this, that, the other. It's like, get all that stuff out of your head. Like, you're doing it for the wrong reasons if you're just trying to go viral. Just create good content that you think will connect with people and then let it connect with people. Sometimes you'll hit and sometimes you'll miss. There's times that we miss. You know, we're not going to hit a home run every single time. And you'll be surprised, like you might like a piece of content and post it and it really speaks to you. And then that one doesn't get as much love.
From my end, I'll be like, okay, this video. This one's going to hit. I spent all this time on it, getting my edits just right. I got some sweet B-roll in there.
Flat
and it's like 5,000 views.
Yeah.
And then this other that I just threw together one day
like
just to get something turned in, it hits.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
jeez,
all right, guys.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know what the fuck. I'm just gonna.
But you got to do a lot of it to get that data of like, okay, like what does get the most attention.
There's literally been stuff that you've dropped me that I've had for like 4 or 5 weeks because I was just like, I don't know. It's good, but I don't like the message as much as maybe these ones. So I hurry and post those ones that vibe with me first, and then I've got this one kind of still in my back pocket. And then when we're running low on content, I'm like, all right, I'm going to post it. And then that one, that's the hitter.
It's the one.
Because what speaks to me might not speak to the audience, right? Like maybe we're at a different level. And to us, maybe that's more generic information, right? Where we're like, everybody kind of knows that, you know? But everybody's playing at a different level. So you need to understand you can't have bias towards your own content. You have to post it, let the people determine whether that content is good and whether it speaks to them. Right?
And that's one of the secret benefits to having a videographer or somebody that's curating your content. Because anytime that a piece of content obviously makes it through you guys, because you're the ones who said it, but then it also makes it through me, the curator.
Yeah.
So we have 2 people, bare minimum, saying, okay,
it's like a filter
this is a
process.
good piece of this is a good piece of content.
Yeah, like so there's multiple layers of a filter.
Well, you know what else I think is a ton of value, and it's been a value for us because I'm actually a little bit of a perfectionist as well. Like, on my personal pages, I post stuff all the time. I do stuff all the time, and I don't post it because I'm like, that really sucked.
Yeah.
Right? And so with Austin, we do all this, right? And then I don't get to say whether it's good or not. It just goes because once Austin's done it and it gets posted, like I have no say, right? And then I get surprised a lot too, right? And so that's a cool thing too about getting a videographer. Hiring someone like Austin is like when she sent him that content, they chop it all up. Like you might even want to get someone to post it for you.
Well, dude, there's been time. You know how
you add that as a service to your service. Like I'll actually go in and post it for you.
I told Jay before we started recording, I'm not going to touch this in post. So, shout out to Stephanie, by the way, our other videographer.
Yeah.
She's going to be doing some of the post-production.
Yeah, we're excited about
really impressed with her so far.
Yeah.
But those 2, they're going to handle this whole thing because I don't want to see it.
Because, there's that bias.
I don't want to overthink it in post.
You don't want to judge
Well, there's the times that we've just done the videos on our phone or whatever, and then we send it to them. And, like, I'll do the video, and I'm like, it's whatever. Like, I'll just send it to him, I don't really like it that much. I felt like my thoughts weren't gathered. Because, like, right when you turn the camera on, your thoughts kind of get scattered a little bit. And the message that you originally wanted to give to people doesn't come out the way that you had it in your head when you hit that record button.
I'm
it's
the king of that.
Yeah. And so I'll record something and then be like, it wasn't my favorite. I kind of got the message across that I wanted to. And then I send it over to Austin and then he'll do his thing or whatever. And then when he sends it back and I listen to it when I'm at a different state of mind, then I'm like, oh, that wasn't so bad. So I think initially when we record something, when we're in that moment, we're like, what's the right word for it? It's
self-conscious.
Self-conscious. That's exactly the word I was looking for. We're a little self-conscious in that moment. We don't want to just hit post.
Yeah.
And it's like we watch it like 3 or 4 times and like, I don't like this spot. And so you want to try to delete it, then re-record it, and you're overthinking the process. We do it too. Right. We already know that we do it, and we know that we're overthinking it, but it's just a matter of doing it and then sending it off and let them do their thing and then get it back to you and post it and just see what happens.
Well, I think them paying too, like to get that final product, they're going to be a little more like, I got to post this, I paid for it, right?
Yeah, especially when I'm running out of content. I'm like, I don't really like that piece as much. Yeah. But I've got to post it, and then that's the hitter, right? And that's the one that ends up getting 25,000 views or whatever it is, right? You just don't know. And so, when it comes to content, it is tough. You're going to want to look at the content and see if it speaks to you and then judge your content. You just send it.
Do you guys know who Kenny Beats is?
I don't know. He probably knows who we are, though. No, just kidding.
You know who I am.
You know who I am.
He's one of my freaking heroes, especially when it comes to content. So no, he's a hip hop producer. Okay. Primarily, he's a hip hop producer. He's worked with a lot of really big names.
Bro, did he do the Thong Song?
I don't think that was him. Unfortunately,
that was a good song though back in the day. And if you haven't heard it,
I have a cool story.
He's pretty current. I think he's like 27 or 28, but he's worked with like Rico Nasty and Vince Staples and Freddie Gibbs and
none of those ring a bell.
But good shit.
Anyway, go check it out. Though,
Kendrick Lamar. He did a song with Kendrick Lamar. Mm-hmm. But his whole thing is like his whole brand is dots, like with periods. Don't overthink shit. Yeah, like that's his whole mantra, and I just absolutely love him for that. Yeah, that really is the key.